Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's back bend class. You don't need anything at all, but if you usually practice with props and you would like to grab them for this class, then feel free to grab them. Know that this is a bit of a flow, so you might not have time to use them throughout practice. And also know that you are more than enough to go through a class on your own. Other than that, we will face the long side of the mat, so let's come to face each other. Close down the eyes, nice comfortable seated position. Land your hands wherever feels comfortable. And right away begin to find a little bit more length along your spine. And we can do that by grounding the sitting bones into the mat and pulling the crown of the head towards the ceiling. From here, noticing the breath move around the body a little bit more spacious. As you start to slow down the breath a little bit more, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Keep finding your breath just like that, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And making sure you can maintain this breath throughout the practice. Landing your hands on top of the knees if they're not already. Pull your chest through the arms a little bit more, but at the same time, can you engage into the belly and into the ribs so you take that back bend out. Sit a little bit taller, nice proud chest, lifted chin. Take a full breath in one last time together. Exhaling through the nose. Whenever you're ready, gently blink the eyes open. Seated cat-cow. Let's puff the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, create an arch, and then round it in, chin towards the chest. Let's do a few more. In your own time, really find movement with breath as you open up into the belly and into your back a little bit more. Maybe inviting the shoulders along for the ride for each roll in, seated cat, and then take it back on the cow arch. Make this your last one. Come into a neutral spine. Let's place your hands towards the front of your legs and then keep your left knee down, and then you're gonna lift up, extend your right leg to the right, coming into a half straddle, half child's pose. Gently walk your hand over towards that right foot, find a nice stretch along your left lower side of the back, pull your left hip back. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, walk the arms over towards the left. So land your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over, coming into that modified side plank. Keep pushing your hip points to the long side of the mat. Reach your right arm over the head, find a nice stretch. Keep reaching your right fingertips towards the back of the mat and keep grounding into the outer right foot. We'll flow between the two, so walk it through center. Take your hands back towards your right foot. Take a full breath in, exhale, modified side plank, land your left hand towards the back of the mat. One last time as you sweep it to the long side of the mat, over towards that right foot, and then coming into that modified side plank, we'll land here. Nice and strong in that right foot and that left hand. This time around, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, checking in that the hip points are on top of each other, nice proud chest. Keep reaching your right fingertips up, making sure that the right arm doesn't flat back behind you. Take a full breath in, nice strong base, and as you exhale, tuck your left knee under. You can always just tap the left toes down if you need a bit of assistance today, and know that that's always okay. Take a full breath in, engage into your left oblique, and as you exhale, kick your left leg long, coming into a fallen triangle, reach your right arm up and over. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, land your right hand towards that left hand, sweep your left leg up, three-legged dog. And take a deep inhale and exhale, roll the hip open, send the heel towards the glute. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, square your hips off to the front of the mat again. Keep finding nice length along the spine. Maybe you need to bend into that right knee, and know that that's always okay. Take a deep inhale, keep grounding into the inner palms. So exhale, drop your right knee down. Coming into a modified side plank on the right hand. Kick your right leg back behind you, ground your left foot down. Reach your left arm up and over. Take a full breath in through the nose, expand into the left ribs. Exhale, land your left hand down. Face your hands again. And then lift your left leg up, one leg tabletop. Engage into the core. Keep both hands onto the ground. Take a full breath in. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the nose. Inhale, shoot your left leg long. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, long. Exhale, in. This time, inhale, reach your left leg long. Exhale, come back into your modified side plank on the right hand. Kick your right foot behind you. This time I will keep this left leg lifted. Take a full breath in. Exhale, tap your left toes to meet your right toes. Left hand behind the head, create a baby back bend. Keep pushing your hip points to the long side of the mat. Take a full breath in, glutes are switched on. Exhale, come back into your modified side plank. Keep the left leg lifted. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot towards the left side edge of the mat. Coming into a lizard lunge, hands towards the inside of that left foot. Take a full breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, lift your right knee off the ground, high lizard lunge. Knees and the toes always in the same direction, remember, take a full breath in, keep leaning left, and as you exhale, spring to the top of the mat, yogi squat. Right foot to the outside of your right hand. Maybe wiggling it around. By the way, I just noticed that I called this the back of my mat just because I'm usually facing the other side, so it's all good. Land your hands to the mat or just step it back, downward facing dog. Keep finding length along the spine. As you inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, bend into the knees, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. As you inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, takes you back. So 1 last time as you inhale, roll forward. This time as you exhale, lower your knees, chest between the hands and chin. Untuck the toes as you inhale, sweep forward, find your high cobra or maybe low cobra if that feels better. And then as you exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Cactus the arms, elbow and the shoulders is in line with each other. Press through the pubic bone and your base. As you inhale, lift your head, lift the chest, squeeze into the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, down. 2 more like that. As you inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, down. 1 last time as you inhale, lift. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands by your ribs as you inhale, find your back bend. And as you exhale, lower yourself all the way down. This time around, as you inhale, lift your left leg up. Keep pressing into that left hip point. And as you exhale, roll onto the right. Tap your left toes behind your right leg. Free up your left arm, your left hand. So you're grounding through that right hand. Lift it up, wild thing, flip the dog. If it doesn't feel good, you can come back into that modified side plank. Keep sending your hips up towards the ceiling, your chest towards that right hand. Take a full breath in, back body is switched on. Exhale, tap the hip down. 2 more like that. As you inhale, lift, pulse it up. Exhale, down. 1 last time as you inhale, lift. Exhale, down. This time as you inhale, lift. And as you exhale, land your hand down, downward facing dog. Nice. Rinse it out as you inhale, roll forward. Exhale, wave it back, downward dog. 2 more like that as you inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, back. And this time as you inhale, roll forward. We'll shift it forwards, elbows in, lower halfway down. Point 10 toes, the inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, drop the knees down, take a child's pose, bring the seat to the heels. Soften back in, re-find your breath if you feel like you've lost it. Let's lift all the way up. Come to face the side again. Seated position. Switch the cross of the ankles, most likely to be the awkward one. Land your hands on top of the knees. This time I will create circles. Choose one direction, dip it forwards to the side, and then roll it back. Let's go 4 rounds, one direction. Nice and slow, inviting every inch of the torso along for the ride. And then once you've done your 4, we'll just reverse, nice and easy. Nice soft breath. And then this is the last one for me. We'll eventually meet sitting tall, keeping that right knee where it is. The right hand will drop, and then we'll extend your left leg to what I call the back of my mat. Lift it up, come to a half straddle, half child's pose. Keep facing the long side of the mat as you walk the hand over towards your left foot. Had a nice size stretch here, maybe land your forearm onto the ground. Keep pulling your right hip back, find that extra stretch. Coming back to the long side of the mat, sweep it towards the front. Right hand drops, left arm reaches up and over. Let's flow 2 more times just like that. Sweep it to the side, sweep it over towards your left foot. And then as you exhale, modify side plank, land your right hand down. One last time as you inhale to that back foot. And then as you exhale, modify side plank, we'll land and meet here. Take a full breath in. Keep pressing your hip points to the long side. And as you exhale, keep grounding into that right hand and that left foot. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, lift your bottom knee off the ground, keeping your hip points facing each other. Take a deep inhale. Can you press your right hand away from you a little bit more? And as you exhale, fall in triangle, kick your right leg long. Maybe reach your left arm up and over. Find that extra side stretch. Take a full breath in. Exhale, land your left hand to the mat. Adjust your base. Right leg to the ceiling. Take it into your 3-legged dog. Maybe roll the hip open if that feels nice. Whatever works. And then square your hips off. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, drop the knee down. Come to a modified side plank on your left hand. Reach your right arm up and over. Soft breath. Land your right hand down. Face your hands. Lift your right leg off the ground, 1 leg tabletop. Take a deep inhale, ribs and belly switches on. Exhale, round it in, knee towards the nose. Inhale long. Exhale in. One last time as you inhale, reach it long. Exhale, draw it in. This time as you reach it nice and long, exhale, come back into your modified side plank. Keep your top leg lifted. Nice and strong and engaged. Take a full breath in. Exhale, tap your right toes to meet your left. Right hand behind the head, create a baby back bend. You can stay in your modified side plank if that feels better. Maybe shift the gaze towards the ceiling. Engage into the glutes. And then slowly returning back to your modified side plank. Keep your top leg lifted. Take a full breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, land your right foot towards the front of the mat, towards the right side of the edge. Hands towards the inside of that front foot, lizard lunge, square yourself off to the front. Remembering that the knees and the toes are always going in the same direction here, so just be mindful of that. As you inhale, lift your left knee off the ground, high lizard lunge, and as you exhale, lean right, take a big step forwards to the outside of that left hand yogi squat, turning the knees and the toes outwards slightly. Wiggling side to side again if that feels good. Maybe adding a cheeky crow pose, that's an option here for you if that's in your practice. Don't worry if not. It's not the main focus. Land your hands to the mat, let's step it back, downward facing dog. Nice. As you inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, wave it back, downward facing dog. Inner palms are grounded, 2 more like that. As you inhale, roll forward. Exhale, back. This time, as you inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin. Elbow squeezes in towards the ribs. Untuck the toes. As you inhale, sweep it forward. Find your low back bend, elbows in, or maybe high back bend. If that feels good in your lower back, roll the shoulders down. And then as you exhale, lower yourself all the way down. 90-90 in the arms, so cactus the arms. As you inhale, lift. Press your pubic bone into the ground. And then as you exhale, release. No rushing. 2 more like that. As you inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, down. One last time as you inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Hands by your ribs, elbows in. Press through the base as you inhale, lift. Low or high back bend. Just make sure it feels good. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. This time around, as you inhale, lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, tap the toes towards the outside of that left thigh. As you roll onto the left hand, left leg is long. I'm on my right toes. I'm going to lift it up. Flip the dog wild thing. Exhale, tap the hip down. 2 more like that as you inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. 1 last time as you inhale, lift. Exhale, down. This time around as you inhale, lift. Exhale, land your hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Rinse it out 1 final round as you inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. Exhale, wave it back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that as you inhale, roll forward. Exhale back. This time as you inhale, roll forward. We'll shift it forwards, elbows in, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes as you inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, drop the knees down. Take a child's pose, bring the seat to the heels. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Or you can take a big sigh out. Let's lift it up, tabletop. Slide your right shin forwards. We'll just come for a pigeon pose. Gently lower down. You can stay high if that feels good. As we just slowly reset your back here. Wiggling side to side if that feels nice. See what's going on. Noticing how it feels to close yourself off after all the opening that we've just experienced. Keep breathing. Hold in here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lift it all the way up. Reset tabletop. And then slide your left shin forwards. Wiggling side to side. Maybe round and round if that feels nice. You don't have to stay stationary in a pose. You're not fixed to a pose, right? So if you would like to and you prefer to, maybe just search for some movement to see if anything else feels nice. And then lifting all the way up. Come to bring the feet onto the ground. Knees point up towards the ceiling as you sit nice and tall. Give yourself a hug with your right arm. Make sure the knees facing forward. Take a twist towards the left. Open twist. And then coming back through center. And then slowly hug your knees with the left arm and then gentle twist to the right. Making sure that you're not shifted too much into the hips. And then come back to center. Seated position, whatever feels good for you. Closing down the eyes, rolling around into the wrist, into the shoulders, the neck. Release any last bit of tension. Maybe wiggle the jaw, flare and soften into the nostrils. And then come to some stillness. Soften back into your breath. Noticing how it feels just to arrive onto your mat and back into this room after all that movement. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, fill it all the way to the top. Take a big breath out, release it, empty it out. Bringing the hands together and bow the head down. Showing love and gratitude to yourself and to this practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next class. Namaste.